So I recently went to go see the Ghost film. It is no secret that I am a huge Ghost fan. Like, I'll put a picture up. I have tried to roleplay as Papa multiple times. I don't know what it is. I think it's like the inherent theatricality. It doesn't help that the the band is fantastic and the song's really, really good, but I love all the lore, all the weird shit that goes on with that, the music videos, all of it. The universe of Ghost is like intoxicating to me. So when I saw they were doing a film, my first response was, fuck yes. And I'm pleased to announce it is as good as we hoped it would be. If you are a Ghost fan especially, and I think it'd probably be a good way to get somebody who isn't a Ghost fan into it, apart from the fact that you have to get them to agree to sit down for like 3 hours, because it is quite long. But if you're a hardcore Ghost fan, it's like a love letter to the like last 10 years of career. Like, there are so many little references. The set list is amazing. I mean, I've seen Ghost a few times live, and well, it's been a little while now. I've seen them on this tour, on the Imperator, but yeah, I don't know. It's been a minute, and you just forget just how like engaging they are. Like, I've just come back from Download Festival, and I would say there is one band there that had sort of, I mean, I'm not saying it necessarily is like the only qualifier for a good show, but there was only one band there that had even close to the amount of staging and theatrics and costume and design that that Ghost have, and that sadly was fucking Fall Out Boy, actually. But yeah, no, it just reminded you just what a spectacle it was. And it wasn't just like a normal show. It had backing dancers and, like, I don't know, really cleverly put together little like bits. I know that I think they do that live just all the time. They have little bits where Papa has to disappear off for a bit of a costume change, and so the two guitarists have a little bit of banter. One of them's got a "screw you" written on the bottom of his guitar or whatever. I won't spoil anything. But those little moments of that, it's amazing. What my girlfriend came out afterwards and said, you know what, it's insane just how charismatic the Nameless Ghouls are, considering that you literally can't see them. Like, at least Papa, Tobias, whatever you want to call him, the front man, his face is like meant to be human. Like, I know it's a big rubber mask and he doesn't actually emote that much, but even though he's actually surprisingly emotive, considering, again, it's like thick rubber all over the thing, he's got good eye motion, I guess, and they're all just body language incarnate. But yeah, basically the film sort of like goes between a like particularly elaborate live show that was recorded over 2 days in Los Angeles, and it kind of cuts between that, and then every now and then, as if you've seen Ghost live, you'll know Papa tends to sort of like wander off stage, usually for a costume change, I assume, maybe a bit of water. But they have it all set up so they've got these like scenes that are being played out behind it where he's interacting with other characters from the YouTube lore and all of that kind of stuff, and it's surprisingly soulful. I mean, like, I know Ghost are quite camp, and he's all about tickling taints and stuff. He's quite foul-mouthed live as well. I was surprised to see this as a 15, but it was. But it deals with some interesting issues. There's some like existentialism stuff, the impermanence of things, learning to live right here, right now, as the name of the film might suggest. But no, I don't know, it left me surprisingly like thought-provoked. It hit a really nice balance of being quite entertaining, and like all the characters like well done together. And obviously, if you're like a follower of the lore, you're aware that generally speaking, the Papas only get one album cycle, and actually the current one has had 2. So it's sort of like dealing with him not really wanting to give up the reins, and you kind of get the ending of the film. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it does sort of like indicate as to where the band is going to go with this next era, with this next album cycle, which I cannot wait for. We're probably looking at the beginning of a new album cycle. Oh, and also it's got a new single in that. It's to the end credits. It is on Spotify now, Future is a Foreign Land. Absolute banger. Genuinely, it might be a top 10 Ghost song, which is nuts, because every time they release something, I'm like, might be a top 10 Ghost song. But no, as a Ghost fan, I really cannot explain to you just how great this thing was. It was just fun to be like, it's like the live show experience, but in HD. And there's, like I said, the set list is pretty fantastic. They played a couple of old cuts, which again I won't spoil anything, but there's some really cool, elaborate staging stuff going on there. Yeah, I don't know. I would recommend it. I would recommend it a lot. Anyway, I think that is probably all I have got to say on that one. Thank you for sticking with me. Slight format change today, because it turns out there's not loads of music out at the moment that I have anything interesting to say about, so we're tackling something different. So yeah, thanks for sticking with me on that one. Like, share, subscribe. What is your favourite Ghost album? That's a really difficult question, if you ask me. I think I'm not going to be able... I think Meliora is going to be my favourite, probably forever. It's the one I got into first. It's got Square Hammer on it. It's got Cerise on it. It's got He Is on it, amongst other songs. Absolutely. The list goes on. So to me, I think that's basically unmatched, but Also, I think every album they've released, including that one since, have not had like a single bad track on them. Yeah, I think I'll stick by that. But anyway, yes, let me know in the comments what's your favourite Ghost album, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.